Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett, is in the news again for an old clip where she attacked Florida Rep Byron Donalds for marrying a white woman. Roll it, Bertha.
The fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow? Is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you?
Okay, so Greg Gutfeld really went off on Jasmine Crockett, like he tore into her with that sharp, funny style and turned all her drama and shouting into something straight out of a comedy show. He made her look like a walking punchline, and just when you think it couldn't get crazier, he dropped jokes that hit harder than she ever saw coming.
First, they cursed, now they thirst for blood. Jasmine Crockett is upping her temper tantrums, now saying the only way Democrats can win elections is by throwing hands.
I think you punch. I think you're okay with you okay with punching. It's Ted Cruz. This dude has to be knocked over the head, hard, right? There is no niceties with him. At all.
Greg Gutfeld had that sneaky little grin again. You know, the one that pops up right before he wrecks someone with his words. And this time, he wasn't going after some random celeb or boring old politician. Nope, tonight. He aimed straight at Jasmine Crockett, the Queen of Loud, and the only person who can turn a serious press talk into something that feels like a car alarm trying to dance it out on stage.
Or literally, it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you.
That's not very woke, is it? Of course, Crockett isn't the only Democrat who's opposed to interracial marriage. So, Dana, Governor Hot Wheels, she claims that it had nothing to do with the fact that he actually moves by wheels in a wheelchair, and he's good looking.
Her cleanup.
He didn't just rush in with punches. Nah, Gutfeld likes to play the long game. He let it simmer like stacking a wobbly Jenga tower made out of news fails and online cringe. Because when Jasmine Crockett walks in, it's not facts she's carrying, it's pure noise, and not the fun kind either. It's the kind that makes people start looking for the exit before she even gets halfway through her first dramatic sentence.
So much for Michelle Obama's "when they go low, we go high." Crockett went as low as humanly possible by mocking Governor Greg Abbott for being paralyzed.
We in these hot Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess.
Greg got all serious, like he was about to spill some deep secret, but with that sneaky face, like he's about to roast someone hard, and instead of aliens or monsters, it was Jasmine Crockett. He was talking about like she's in some weird movie where instead of saving the world, she just talks in circles and forgets what the Constitution even says, and then boom, he skipped all the boring job stuff and went straight to the juicy parts, the wild clips where she turns a normal question into a long dramatic mess that means nothing at all, but somehow still goes viral every time.
You know, Richard, I don't know about you, but I want to see way more of Jasmine Crockett. I want to see her everywhere. I think she is the perfect face of the modern Democrat Party. What say you?
I do think that there are a lot of Democrats that really like Jasmine Crockett. But let's be very clear here. And let's acknowledge that the name calling is on both sides of the aisle. Everybody does it. It gins up the base. I mean, I think we can go through Donald Trump's greatest hits of name calling and we can go blow for blow. And I
can't
think
find one about a guy in a wheelchair. Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett.
Imagine someone thinking they can cook a fancy steak in a microwave and then acting all shocked when it turns out like a chewy mess. That's exactly what it's like when she talks, Gutfeld said. It feels like some goofy sitcom music starts playing in the background, not because she's actually funny, but because even the fake laugh track is trying its best to save the whole train wreck from crashing.
Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
Whoa.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So,
Now she claims that she wasn't talking about Abbott's wheelchair at all. Yet she's mentioned Abbott's wheels before. In 2022, she posted Beto's rolling around the state. Where is Abbott rolling to? And according to the Washington Free Beacon, Crockett also liked several Facebook comments referring to Abbott as Hot Wheels back in 2021.
Jasmine Crockett got this crazy skill where she turns any serious talk into some dramatic show, like she's not there for facts. She's there for fog machines and spotlight, Greg said. She wants to be seen as smart, but ends up making C-SPAN feel like TMZ. And honestly, it's like history class turned into into a soap opera. He wasn't just laughing at her rants. He was showing how she built this whole fake deep image with just enough yelling and hair flips to fool people. And somehow between blaming everyone and dodging the real point, she became the poster girl for fake politics. Greg said, if they gave gold medals for nonsense, she'd win easy. And the way she handles facts is like a cat chasing a red dot. All flash, no catch.
You know, they are so lost and they just have no idea how to come back. They're cursing, they're fighting, they're burning, they're lost. I said it months ago. The party is over. They've got to come up with something new. And this woman chasing a guy that's New York City. That's a subway. In New York City, you can wear a MAGA hat.
She runs after facts but never grabs them and then blames the chairs for being in the way. And Greg wasn't even shocked that some people love her. Cause let's be real, there's a whole business out there that turns being clueless into something cool. Crockett is like, if a messy Twitter thread got voted into Congress every time she talks, it sounds like a bunch of interns are just throwing words around to dodge the real topic, and her speeches got the depth of a tiny pool with no water, Greg joked. She probably gets ready by yelling at her reflection until even Siri taps out, cause that's the vibe she brings. Loud, dramatic, and totally empty. Every line she says feels like a superhero battle trailer, but really she's just spinning around in circles, saying a lot without saying anything at all. And by the time, she's done, everyone's confused, tired, and still has no clue what the original topic was.
Racist. Tyrus, I go to you for no apparent reason. Do you have an opinion on this, or should I move on to somebody?
No, I just... It has to come from me.
Yes.
Okay.
You could be talking about fixing roads, and out of nowhere she's bringing up ancestors' trauma and acting like concrete is part of some secret plan to hurt people. And if her Wi-Fi slows down, she'd probably blame it on old empires. And Greg wasn't just shocked by how wild her speeches are, he was more stunned by how many people sit there nodding like she's some genius, while she's actually just tossing word salad. It's like everybody's in on the act pretending she's deep, just to avoid the drama, he said. It's like being at a dinner where someone says the earth is flat, and instead of calling them out, people just quietly pass the food and move on. Greg said Crockett doesn't argue, she just fills the room with noise and sparkle like she's trying to win an award for most words in a minute, and by the end, you're left blinking, wondering what just happened and why nothing actually got said.
Pay us enough to find a plantation.
Tyrus, I go to you for no particular reason. Is she making any point there?
And when someone calls her out, she turns it into a full drama show with the fake shock, the big reactions, and those same old words she uses to dodge the real talk, Gutfeld said. Arguing with her is like playing chess with a pigeon. She knocks everything over, makes a mess, and still says she won. What really made him laugh was how she acts like a truth hero, like every camera is a mirror and every topic is just another costume. Greg called it congressional cosplay and said, if you opened her speech in Word, 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐤𝐿𝐼 would pop up and she'd probably scream at him for being part of the system and demand he apologize.
Not just for one thing, I'm mad at Charmaine the guy because he should have kicked her out. See, the problem is that we are allowing our own culture to be openly racist and get away with it. Now, if a white person is offended by that, and they should be, they say something, it's like, it's not the same thing. But if you say that, and another brother looks at you and goes, man, you wrong for that.
Greg shook his head and said, Jasmine doesn't need a team. She needs someone to translate her English cause she turns every simple sentence into a messy word salad. Her examples are so off track, they need directions. And the wild part is, she says it all so serious, like she could stand in front of a fire, say it's raining, and blame the fire truck. Greg said, it's not politics, it's like a strange performance then, he joked. Maybe she'll write a book called How I Yelled Through Congress or start a podcast where she argues with her mirror, but he knows she's not stopping. She's a full-on one-woman show who takes every law personal, and Gutfeld with that smirk knows she'll keep talking and giving him content forever.
No, they called Musk a Nazi, and next thing you know, you got swastikas on cars. They called Trump Hitler and a Nazi and a fascist, and he got shot. So I don't really ever see that happening on the Republican side when we make fun of Democrats. It's also about the supporters. It's not just the leaders. It seems like Democrats are easily programmed to do bad things.
Yes, they are. They're very easily programmed, Greg.
I made you say that.
I don't really care what she says. You know, if she wants to make a joke about Hot Wheels, it just makes her look bad.
Imagine Jasmine Crockett mixing up NATO with a chicken restaurant or blaming a power cut on sexism with her. Nothing's too crazy because facts don't really matter to her. And while the music played, Greg sat back smiling like he'd just seen a clown car crash in slow motion. Cause when politics turns into a stage show, Jasmine shows up doing jazz hands at a math test and still wants a trophy. Greg doesn't even have to write jokes anymore. She's doing it for him. Her last press event was pure chaos. She messed up the policy, got names wrong, and even said the Constitution was messing with her. Greg watched it like it was a blooper reel, laughing at every single fail.
But it kicked his ass off because you're not going to talk about somebody that I care about like that, or another person like that. That's the problem.
She's so rotten, she wants migrants picking cotton. We present to you Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who made this shocking argument why America needs immigrants. Roll it, Alfred.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands.
She wasn't just wrong, she was loud and proud about it, like a kid saying the moon's made of cheese and Greg couldn't look away. She didn't bring facts. She brought pure confusion and somehow made it her whole brand. He joked her slogan should be loud, wrong, and proud, and the clapping in the back made it funnier, like a few folks cheering for a puzzle with half the pieces missing. Greg even said one was clapping offbeat, like their hands were confused too. She throws out big words, waits for the fake approval, and never backs down. Even if she says Alaska is next to Portugal, she'll stand there like a statue acting like she's right. And Greg knew one thing for sure, she's not done yet.